Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now living near Panama City, Florida for the moment. I'll just go with that. I'm hoping to be out here soon and head for Nebraska and then on to Wyoming. If you want to find out anything about me, you can go to MySpace or Facebook where I have accounts. I'm also on Twitter. This here is a very simple message, and it's a revelation about how the banks and how insurance companies and a lot of businesses protect themselves against their own customers or just against consumers or against somebody that they might be liable to or owe money to. Simply put, the way banks like Wells Fargo and State Farm in particular protect themselves and make it difficult for you to take them to court is by hiring as many law firms as they can. Back in 2002, a lady in Telluride, Colorado, between Telluride and Mountain Village, Colorado, ran into my car. I was coming home from work. She ran the stop sign, turned to go on a highway, and I'm in the turn lane. I'm turning like this, and she slams right into it. Deputy come right up behind her, claimed he didn't see it. Of course, it was at night. And she did about, I think they told me it'd be about $2,200 worth of damage. But that's what it was appraised at the body shop in Montrose, Colorado. At the time of the accident, the deputy didn't think it was worth $1,000, so he wouldn't write a report. And so I ended up getting screwed. So in 2003, I decided to take State Farm to court. What I found out was when I tried to find an attorney, that State Farm had bought up almost all the law firms in the area. I had to go clear up to Grand Junction to see if I could find someone. About every law firm that I called, they said, well, we are on their payroll. What I discovered was that they buy up these law firms, they keep them on a payroll. And, I guess they just pay them a certain fee a year to represent them when they need to. Apparently, the insurance companies like State Farm and Wells Fargo does the very same thing, even though I've never taken them to court, of course. It seems like they rather pay all that money to these law firms to help protect them than to pay out one claim, even if it's legitimate, even if they really owe the money. And of course, State Farm wouldn't pay up because the deputy refused to write a police report. 6 months later, after the accident, I did get the state troopers to finally write one, but it was too late then. Even though she was at fault, she still wasn't given a ticket. And of course, she was a very wealthy lady from Missouri, and right after the accident, she disappeared to Missouri. So I tried to take her to court myself. I filed the paperwork, everything, but she was in Missouri, and the judge says that somehow the state legislator made a ruling that I couldn't do that. So that's it. But what I'm trying to relate to you here is that what I've discovered from this, and then doing further investigation, is that they buy up these law firms. So if you try to take, let's say the bank screws you over somewhere, owes you some money, and you try to take them to court, you may have a hard time finding a law firm to represent you because they may be on their payroll. And the other thing of it is, I think it would be illegal. You may get an attorney to represent you who may work for them at the same time, and you may not know it, and they may intentionally screw you over. I don't think that would happen. I doubt that could happen. I would think that would be illegal, but it's quite possible. But anyhow, I'm just trying to inform you because a lot of people don't know this. But one thing I have discovered is that these big companies like that, they would rather pay millions of dollars to these law firms every year just to keep one of their customers or somebody like me who was, who was not a customer of State Farm from collecting money, damage from the accident. Although one of them wanted $2,200. When I tried to take them to court myself, all I wanted was the judge to make State Farm do an adequate investigation. State Farm would not do an investigation. They just decided, well, if they're copying and writing a report, screw it. We're not going to pay you anything. Of course, they lost my business for life, and I've mentioned this on the internet quite a bit. And they've lost a lot of business because of it. The other thing I used to sell insurance. I know how crooked it is. That's why I don't sell insurance no more, because it's a very, very crooked business. Anyhow, I just wanted to throw that in there and hopefully inform you in case you run into this one day, and the odds are you will or you already have. Thank you for your time, and hopefully one day we, the little people, can win one.